going to take a look at a beautiful song. This is, of course, Time by the Alan Parsons Project, their 1980 album, although it was a hit here in the United States in 1981, I think. It was a little bit later. Written, as were most of the songs that the Alan Parsons Project did, written by Eric Woolfson. And Eric was a very talented songwriter, of course, a great singer, although Alan didn't think so. And this was the first song, this was their fifth album, the first song that Eric sang. Now, Eric, again, writing every song, usually did demos of the songs, and then Alan kind of assigned different people to sing them. Well, this is the first one he let Eric sing, and it's kind of hard to imagine anybody else singing this. Eric's voice was just spine-tingling in it, and the melody, of course, contributes to that. Now, as with most of their songs, the whole Alan Parsons Project sound was a bit minimalist, where the bass parts a lot of times were the same bass note, pounding away, and slow-moving things. Now, he inherited some of these ideas from his work with Pink Floyd on Dark Side of the Moon, of course, but the songs are just so lush, symphonic. You don't really hear guitars. You hear guitar solos every once in a while. And so all I'm doing in this lesson is really putting together kind of an arpeggio part, playing just single notes at a time of the chords, designed to back up a singer. I will eventually add to this lesson a vocal part. It won't be me. And so all I've really done here is kind of tabbed out and worked out ways of playing this so that you're playing some nice little, getting beautiful sounds out of these chords with some little passing bass lines and stuff like that. It's a very unusual chord progression, and a lot of these chords don't lay very well on the guitar, but you can see what I was just doing there. It didn't look too scary. So that's really what we're going to do in this lesson, is just take a look at, this is of course by the way, I mentioned it was their fifth album called The Turn of a Friendly Card that had some other great tunes on it. Games People Play was just before this. And then the song itself, Turn of a Friendly Card, is really a suite of about 5 little movements so the whole album, a lot of the songs on the album sort of dealt with gambling. Haha. Unlike Eye in the Sky, which also sort of dealt with gambling, following a couple of years later. Okay, so I just did that with the capo at the first fret because this puts me in the key that they were originally in, which was E flat. And so I'm getting to the E flat and getting these arpeggios by capoing to 1 and working around D. And really just the little vamp that I played there would be something good to start working on because, and let me just, right here I'm just going to talk about the whole right hand while I'm at it. Basically playing sets of 16th notes where the thumb plays 2 and then 2 fingers play notes on the 3rd and 4th of the group of 16ths. So I'm starting here with an open D, a D sus2, leaving the first string open, and just playing those 4 strings, going from the 4th string to the 3rd with my thumb, then the 2nd string with my index finger, and the open 1st string with my middle finger. And the main little vamp, it's a 2-measure phrase that happens in here, does that, and the top note changes each time, not unlike Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. So, kind of using that technique. The second set of 4/16ths would be thumb, add the F sharp up on the top. Third one, take it back off to the open E, and then add the high A at the 5th. Now, that is a bit of a stretch, especially if you do it not capoed, and there's something really cool that you can do here, which is you can change your 3rd finger to your 2nd finger on the beat before, and then the stretch to the 5th fret is very easy. So just before I went to the 5th fret with my little finger, I changed the note on the 2nd string to my 2nd finger at the 3rd fret. And then changed it back so that I didn't have to let go of it when it went back, once I'm done playing the note at the 5th fret. So that can really be done behind the scenes and nobody could really hear it. Now there's another option too, and that is you could play with your 1st and 2nd finger the whole time, and then just turn your 1st finger into a bar and take it back off. typically this pattern is done for 2 measures. On the opening D chord, it's done for 2 measures. But every time you're about to change chords, on the 4th set of 16ths, we would play 1 less note. Going into thumb, index, thumb, leaving off the very last one. So my 2 measures of D work like this then. I'll do it with the finger change. Now the last set would be 4th string, 2nd string, 3rd string. A little quicker. And then the chord changes. 2nd chord, beautiful. We'll talk about more of that in some of the upcoming sections. We hear some little bass connecting parts and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so there you go. That's the little preview here of my accompaniment version of Time.